No. So this is episode 1 of series 2 of Tourettes with Friends, and we have a lovely person called Quinn that's going to be joining us today. That is part of a TikTok group that share Tourettes. Oh, hair in my mouth. So yeah, we'll just wait for Quinn to join. Oh, and then yeah. What are you whispering about?
I need to whisper to Ashley.
As per, he shall be
Hiya.
playing his game and being quiet.
My hair's a mess today, please excuse it.
Right, so Quinn.
Oh, thanks.
Anybody that's on the live, they can ask questions. You can ask questions. This is going to be recorded. This is recorded. Hi, Quinn. You all right?
Hello.
Hi, Quinn.
How are you?
Here.
Hello.
And you seem very smiley today. You okay? I think we might have a few internet problems. Oh. Quinn, I think we have some technical issues here. Your internet connection is a bit slow, sweet.
Give me a minute.
Nope. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're good now. How are you feeling anyway?
Might keep waiting. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling alright. I'm sick, but it might. I don't know why it's doing this.
Hopefully it saves this time.
Oh yeah, I hope it saves.
Is it good?
Yeah. There we go.
Right. My internet does some weird stuff. It's because I'm in a new build, so
Yeah.
it may go again. And if it does, then I'll switch from my phone over to my tablet, and it might be a bit better.
Okay. Cool. We can always do part 1, part 2. I can stitch it together. Like I was saying, people can ask questions. This is going to be up. It's an episode. It's also going to be put onto the onto YouTube, onto my channel. So yeah,
Segments on TikTok.
And segments on TikTok. Wow. Now I'm having issues. Right. There we go. How are you anyway?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got Big Bertha on my nose. Why don't we start off by telling everyone that doesn't know who you are,
Organised in the background.
Okay. So I'm Quinn. I'm non-binary, so I go by they/them pronouns. I'm 20 years old. I haven't officially been diagnosed yet because they thought it was linked to my autism. But I've had tics since I was 5 years old. I don't know, I like horse riding and singing.
Horse riding. My mum owns a horse, to be good. So like it's all I like. Seems to be we all like animals. Anybody with any sort of mental disability seems to go with animals. I mean, you've got rats, haven't you?
Oh my god, yeah. Do you want them in the interview? They'll just sit here. They'll just sit here. They'll just sit on my shoulder and they just won't do anything. They'll just sit there and they're so sweet. I can't say
turtles. they run off. So when did you start noticing the tics, or your family start noticing your tics?
So I never really I don't know. I used to be really, really naughty in school, right? And I used to always throw things at people. But it was like I had to do it. Like, it's hard to explain, but I got in trouble for it, obviously, because I'm throwing.
I think we lost you again, Quinn. There we go.
There's a few people.
Oh, we good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good now. It's all right. Every now and then you get a few technical difficulties.
Yeah, no. So I was throwing stuff at people in school, and screaming, like swear words, obviously, and people just thought it was because I was angry. It wasn't. I don't really know how to explain it, but then I got my like psychiatric report back. So when you're like a looked after child under social services, you get, because I was put into care at the age of 13, so we get psychiatric reports back from, like, obviously we're a bit messed up when we go into care, like any child would be, and so we get obviously referred to CAMS, referred to, you know, loads of different specialists. You get a psychiatric. One of the things in there which I didn't even notice was Leanne, which is obviously my birth name. It said Leanne makes sporadic loud noises, whooping noises, blah blah blah. I was like, I don't remember any of this. Like, I don't remember any of this. And they noticed my tics when I was like 5, because I used to like blink like really hard all the time. And like I used to have one where I would just like pick my skin off, and I would pull my eyelashes out and things like that. So I had like no eyelashes. Yeah, I had no eyelashes because I pulled them all out, or I either had like a massive gap in my eyelashes. So, yeah.
Oh no, that just felt weird. Oh, just even target. Yeah, that's completely different to wow. So you say you haven't been diagnosed with Tourette's yet. So what tics do you have? Like, because with Tourette's you need to have at least one vocal tic, constant vocal tic, and 2 constant motor tics. Do you have any motor tics? Obviously, I can hear that you've got vocal.
Yeah, no, I do. I have one obvious where I like throw my head to the side, where I throw my like my shoulders back, that really hurts, or I throw my neck back. And one time I got so scared because I threw my neck back so hard that I couldn't feel my legs for a little bit, and I thought I had like really like damaged my spine, like, or done something, you know, done some bad damage. I have one that like I just like pull myself in like that over and over again. I don't punch myself or anything. It's just like really weird.
Your arms must be.
But and because I do horse riding as well, so it's like double, like, yeah. And I would say I have like over 100 tics, like not just motor, like vocal as well. Like he thought it was autism at first, and so we didn't do anything. But then I started screaming I had a bomb up my ass and drugs and things like that, and then we were like, yeah, no, that's not autism. Like we were like, no, that's definitely not just autism. So
yeah, that is a bit different. I've got friends with autism, so like I know they can have what they class as like stims, or like when you do something to comfort yourself. But I don't think tics sound like something that you want to do to comfort yourself with. So what I mentioned at the beginning of this, that you do stuff with TikTok. What do you do with TikTok, and who do you do it with?
So there's 5 people on our account, which is quite a lot. We started with 3, and it used to be called Tourette's Trio, and then we had to change it because we added 2 more people to it, so it's now called Tourette's Team. But we raise awareness about Tourette's on there because, you know, we don't get very, when I go out, like I have no confidence going out anymore because I get screamed at by random men in shops and things, like saying what you have isn't real, you just don't want to wear a mask and things like that. And so I started it just to like raise awareness. Didn't think anything would come of it, and then we added Aaron to the account, who's obviously quite a lot of people know who Aaron is, especially if you have like Tourette's. And she kind of posted a video, and it went viral, like it went mad. I think it's got nearly 2 million views on it or something. So, and then it just started going up and up and up. And then she posted 2 more videos yesterday that went viral again, and they're both nearly at like 1 million views or something. And then we just like exploded again. But there's 5 of us in the account. There's me, who I'm the oldest. I made the account. I'm 20. And then we have Aaron, who's 17, Paige, who's 15, Yana, who's 14, and then Georgia, who's 13. So we've got an age range on there.
You've got an age range that people can like relate to. So you've got sort of like the adult side, you've got the teenage side. Love it. So that's yeah, I would say that's pretty good, because I guess I want to have an all-round sort of age range that I want to appeal to, but at the end of the day, I'm very much more an adult than I am a teenager. So, but what's your coping mechanisms?
So singing. When I sing, I completely like stop ticking. I've been singing since before I could talk, because I'm autistic. I didn't talk until I was 3. I didn't walk until I was 2.5. I didn't. I wasn't really talking like full on sentences until I was about 4. So, I also have a stammer as well, which is not very noticeable at the moment. But when I get stressed or something, it's very highly noticeable. So, singing helps with that too, because I don't tick or stammer or when I'm singing. And then obviously my rats, which I absolutely hated rats when I got them. I rescued them off Gumtree because someone said they were going to feed them to snakes. So I just said, no, it's okay, just bring them here. And I was petrified of rats. Like, I was sat there like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, there's rats coming into my house. And then she kind of just walked in. I had no choice. She had them in her hands. She was like, here you go. And I was like, okay. And I put them down. But now they literally, I watch movies and they sleep with me. They'll go into my hood, and all I'll feel is like the weight of them like on my hood, and they'll just be in there like sleeping.
How old are they then?
So they're old men. They're 2. I think they're nearly 2. So obviously their lifespan is 2 years. But they're very, very hyper. So I don't know how long they're going to live, because they are very
active.
Don't steal. Yeah. So they are blind, both of them. Their rats have like poor eyesight anyway, but they're albino, so they are blind. But that just means they have really good hearing. So they're on the other side of the house, so I'll be in here opening their food, ready to feed them, and I'll hear them going mad from the other side of the house. I'm just like, chill.
Girls do that. They see their white bucket and they're like, and I'm like, I'm literally round the corner. How can you see the white bucket? Yeah, they go mad.
Shall I grab them really quick?
No, yeah.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
Oh, they're your coping mechanism. This interview's about you, so.
It's another failed abortion.
Oh.
Sorry.
Don't apologise. Hi, Georgia Benson. How are you?
Animals as well.
Did you just say Georgia Benson?
Yes.
Georgia from the account.
Okay.
Okay, so we have here. God, come here, boys. So stop moving. Just stay still for 1 minute. As you can see, they don't seem like they're getting old. So this is Skip. He's just woken up, so he's a bit this
What
is
the hell's
actually him
going
chill. Yeah. So this is Skip. He's the big boy. he's, you know, the one who bullies, I should say. And then you've got Frazzle hiding there. He's got his here, 1 minute.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, he's gone back to sleep.
He's in a spot.
That's what I mean. Now he's doing the same. They're both doing it. But yeah, no, they saved my life, honestly, pretty much, because I don't being in care and things isn't nice, and especially because I'm autistic and things, I don't have sense of danger or you know, I get taken advantage of a lot. Like my neighbour just recently stole nearly £400 from me. Yeah, so it's you're giving me, oh, you're washing me, okay. So when you're 18 in the system, you get dumped. It's kind of like, oh, go live by yourself now, you're an adult, like, bye. Obviously they'll find you the house, they'll put you in the house, and they'll do whatever to kind of support you, but they won't. It's kind of, the system's pretty messed up because I'm high functioning, which I don't really like to say, because low functioning people are just non-verbal people, and non-verbal people still have a lot to say, and they're not any less, you know. So because I'm high functioning, I don't need the support. I don't need supported living. I'm fine living by myself, like blah blah blah. So yeah, so there's not a lot of support for people with sorry, he's grinding his teeth together, which means he's happy, and they boggle their eyes, so that means that they pop their eyes out of their sockets and they kind of just move around, and that means they're happy. It's weird, but
yeah, that sounds weird. Obviously, like I've said, people are free to ask any questions on here, because it is kind of recorded, I guess. Oh, and going on YouTube. So let's see if anybody has questions. I mean, Frey Signs has just said, Quinn, I have autism too.
Oh, no. How do you summer? How do you
coping mechanisms?
How
My coping mechanisms is very much my turtles. I mean, I can show you quickly that tank.
Oh,
it's a big 6 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot tall. And then they have their basking platform there. That is my partner's pastime. God. But obviously down here are snapping turtles in there.
Oh.
And then
was that the poorly one? You've got a poorly one.
He's doing all right now. And then you've Dosh Show under there. And then you have these guys over there and then you've got cats. And then you've got more, but there's tons more.
You've got a zoo, basically.
Yeah, I've got a zoo.
Let me put I think I've just been double peed on. Not just
nice. My rabbit peed on my friend because it was her time of the month. And even though he's been done, he could obviously smell that and sense that. And was like, I'm going to be your friend. Wet patch.
Oh my God. I used to have a continental giant. He was called Moonlight. He didn't live very long, unfortunately. He was a baby, but he was a rescue, and they didn't get him vaccinated. So he had a very horrible death. He died in my arms. I realised something was wrong with him because I went in and he just weren't. When you pick him up.
We've lost you again, Quinn. There we go. You're back. No.
Are we good?
I can hear you. There we go. Done. We're sorted. Okay. Cool.
Can we my God, this internet. Right.
We're good.
I have
We're
to
going to
keep
wrap this
moving.
up soon anyway, because Instagram likes to have a time limit on things. Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's been. Oh, fuck you. Oh, it's been really good to see you. And obviously, I've. It's actually been nice to talk to you face to face. I mean, we've been talking over TikTok. Oh,
Yeah.
TikTok. Clock, clock. We've been talking over TikTok and Instagram, and yeah, it's been nice to actually talk to somebody that's been following me for a while as well.
Oh yeah, no, it was like when you I think it was when you followed us back or something, everyone was like freaking out and I was like, what's happening? Like what's going on? And then they were all like, oh, like you know Ryan. I'm like, yeah, duh. Like I was like, of course I know Ryan. I live in England. Like and I have Tourette's. So anyone who lives in England and has Tourette's knows who Ryan is. And they were like, yeah, he just followed us. So I was like, oh my God. We were all like freaking out. Like, so, yeah.
Hopefully, I can start introducing you to other people with Tourette's. Because I would like to, maybe when COVID's done, sort out a meet and like everybody with Tourette's gets together. You know, and sort of embrace the fact that we may be unique, we may be different, but we're also pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a friend called Romy who I don't know if you've seen her video on YouTube. There's a video of a young girl who's in a shopping centre who's screaming she's got aliens in her attic.
No.
Okay. So she went viral a bit on YouTube when she was like 14, 15. And she's 17 now, and I just recently met her, and she sorry, she invited me to Tourette's camp in Scotland. There's like a Tourette's camp.
Yeah, run by Paul Stevenson and I can't the other bloke's name now, but I know who they are.
Oh my God, just to make you laugh quick before you go, can you see this?
Oh,
just
they're
watch
hidden.
Carefully. Look, you see it?
What are they doing under there?
I don't know, one's on my lap, so I know he's good, but there's one under there having like a party. Are you good?
Well, your thing behind you does say keep calm and party on, so he's probably taking it here to that sign. Hello.
They have got big BALLS. Very.
I mean, I don't know. Male turtles like to be boys as well. They get it out, especially to new people.
Yeah.
Wow. Absolutely loves getting it out in front of people. He's done it, and he will sit there till completion and stare at you until he's done, and it's really awkward because you're like, I'm watching a turtle play with himself.
Oh my God, that. No, these two, how long does it say you've got left on alive? Just in case I
No. Don't worry, we can go for a little bit. We can just like have a chat and all that. Like, we'll probably give it another 5-10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Just in case I didn't want to like talk and it just cuts off. Do you two need therapy? I'm actually a little bit concerned.
Trust me,
they're both doing it.
Time, and I'm like, last night the ones underneath my bed, right? They were the ones underneath my bed were fighting, so all I could hear was the shells going duff, 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 and I'm like, this is like the third time I've got up now, put my torch on my phone, looked at them, split them up, and they were just so awful last night. But they're starting to all calm down now, because in like my big tanks and that, I don't put heaters in them, so they sort of cool down with the weather, because I believe that they should have that time period, if you know what I mean, to like slow down a little bit for the year, and then come March again. I mean, my partner can tell you how much money we go through March, April, May time on food for the turtles.
20p.
20p. 20p. He wishes. Ooh.
Oh, hello, Courtney. That's Courtney.
Oh, I
Creed
know Courtney. I've known Courtney for a while.
Yeah, she's really sweet. We met through I think she likes. So I became friends with Chris from Special Books by Special Kids. And then I think that's how we met through Chris. But yeah, because me and Chris, that was crazy as well. I messaged Chris not expecting a reply because obviously he probably gets like thousands, and we became like best friends. So we play Fortnite all the time together.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. And then he's interviewing me when he next comes to England, which is fun. But yeah, no, you should get in contact with him as well.
Which one's Chris? You're gonna have to send him. Is it Uncle Tips?
No, Chris is so there's this, if I explain it to you, you'll know who it is straight away. So it's he doesn't have Tourettes, but he goes around countries and he interviews people with different special needs and disabilities. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so he he's really sweet. And his girlfriend has a lot of different mental health issues and things like that. He doesn't have any mental health issues, any disabilities, nothing, like no diagnosis.
Okay.
And then
but he just wants to learn about them.
Yeah, so he's done actually the rarest. There's this little boy who has a condition.
Special Book by Special Kid. Yes, I know who he is.
Yeah. There's this little boy who has a condition, and it's so rare. He's the only one that has it, and it's named after him. So it's his name. That's what the condition's called. Right, so, can you pack it in now?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was I going to say? Like, to learn about things. I'm quite the simple-minded man. When you introduced yourself, you said your name was Quinn, and you had a previous name, and you go by them or they. Can you explain? Because I'm quite, I want to say not as educated in that field. So,
okay, so
how do you come of mind to want to be like that? Because obviously I have dissociative identity disorder. So there's two people living. They both have Tourette's because that's the way my brain works. Like you've got me and you've got my dissociative identity disorder, Robert.
Yeah. So
how do you come about by saying that you want your identity to be they, them, and you come up with a new name?
He's digging on me. No, stop, please. We've lost one. Give me a minute. We've lost one. Oh, I'll find you in a minute.
They can't.
So yeah, no. But I have obviously two people argue the fact that you have to have gender dysphoria to be non-binary, trans. You have to have gender dysphoria. It is a mental. It's classed as a mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
So you come out and it's kind of feeling like if you were to dress as a girl, right, and you get told you had to live the rest of your life right now, even though you're male, as a girl, you would feel sick to your stomach. Like you would not want. That's how we are born. Like that's how we like.
You just don't want to adhere to one gender. You want to be able to go and be as fluid as you want with your clothes, your attitude, and the way you are.
So I'm non-binary, which means that you do not fit in the gender binary. So you don't identify as male and you don't identify as female, or you could identify in between, but I don't identify as neither. So
fair enough.
Yeah, so it's like, and people would just be like, like you're you know, that's just like, that doesn't make sense, like blah blah blah, like but it's very I wouldn't feel comfortable, like they say, like you're probably just trans. Like, why don't you just like try transitioning to like a male? And I'm like, no, because I wouldn't feel comfortable like that either. So why would I do that? But it's quite hard to understand. I never even knew about like non-binary or anything like that until like a few months ago. I knew that I was like something like, not, I wasn't gender fluid. I knew that because that's where you're gender fluid. So you're like bouncing male to female to in between to and it's just, yeah. So I go by they them because obviously if I don't identify as female, why am I gonna want to be like,
and I'm gonna use this now as an example. The reason why I asked you that question is because I want people to know that I also know, and we know, how it feels to be questionable and how it feels to be intrigued by something else just as much as people are with us with Tourette's. So like, why I don't really know much in it. I'm not an expert in that field. Anybody can be who they want. I don't care. You can come up to me, and if you want to be a troll, be a troll. Like, if you want to be a goblin from Harry Potter, be a goblin from Harry Potter. Like, I don't care as long as there's respect. But I just want people to know that just because we have Tourette's, we aren't not intrigued by other things. So
exactly, Tourette's isn't real.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I have a few of them. It's like Tourette's isn't real. It's all in your head. We're faking it.
I've had that a couple of times.
That's just something from people telling me. Like, I got told the other day, I don't have Tourette's because I don't punch myself in the chest around other people. So I have Munchausen syndrome. That's what they diagnosed me with. Munchausen syndrome.
So an online doctor who probably hasn't got a degree, he was probably younger than you, said, "You've got Munchausen syndrome."
Do you know who it was? My sister.
No.
So we don't speak anymore because she has a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old, right? So she'll be like, "You don't tick that much when you're at my house. You tick, but you don't tick that much." I'm like, because you have a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old, if I was to sit there screaming like I was in an exorcism, punching myself in the chest, I'm pretty sure your kids would never approach me again.
I don't tick much around my mum or if I'm at my dad's or at my sister's, but it isn't because I don't want to tick around them, it's because I feel safe. It's when I leave my comfortable space or when I go out to town, it gets worse because that's not my comfortable space anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm quite... So, no, I get that. Like, people with Tourette's don't tick 24/7. We don't sit there and constantly...
My tick goes floppy when I see you. So...
Oh, no. No, it's not
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You can have a nosebleed. You can have a nosebleed.
I'm not going to have a nosebleed. I've got eye bogey, though. Eye bogey! There we go. I didn't really do myself up before I came on here. Anyway, so we're going to probably call it quits there. But, so yeah.
I'm blind. Well, okay, cool.
It's been brilliant speaking to you, by the way. I'm going to use snippets of this on TikTok. This is all going to be uploaded to YouTube unedited because I want people to see us. I want people to see the raw thing. So yeah, I will keep you up. What I do need from you is a selfie so I can make a thumbnail for YouTube.
Okay.
Cool.
What should I do? Like,
just do any selfie you want, anything you think you'll look really good in. I'm probably going to take my picture after this and be like, hey. Poser. So yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. It was really good talking to you face to face. We'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably call you somewhere over the weekend if I get bored.
Okay, cool.
After I've done all my animals and tanks and I've got to heat up the babies. I've got to heat up the baby's tank this weekend because it's starting to get cold, so I don't want my babies getting like ill. So yeah, right. I will speak to you later.
Okay.
Give you a message.
Right, nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you too. You gonna say goodbye, Charlie?
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.